Ever heard of a single company's collapse nearly taking down the entire global economy? Let's talk about Lehman Brothers, a story that's more than just numbers. It's a high-stakes drama that changed finance forever. Before 2008, Lehman Brothers was a giant, a Wall Street titan with a 158-year history, seemingly untouchable. They were the fourth largest investment bank in the United States, with over 25,000 employees worldwide and reporting record profits. In 2007, they handled assets worth a staggering $680 billion. To put that in perspective, that's more than the entire GDP of some countries. So what on earth went wrong? How did this giant fall and fall so hard? The story begins in the seemingly safe and boring world of the U.S. housing market. For years, house prices were only going up. Lenders started giving out mortgages to almost anyone, even those with poor credit histories and no stable income. These were called subprime mortgages. It felt like a win-win. People got their dream homes and banks made money on the loans. Now this is where Lehman Brothers and other investment banks get deeply involved. They didn't just sit on the sidelines. They bought up thousands of these individual mortgages, bundled them together into complex financial products called mortgage-backed securities, or MBS, and collateralized debt obligations, CDOs. Think of it like a fruit salad. You take different fruits, some ripe, some not so ripe, and mix them all together. These bundles were then sliced up and sold to investors all over the world, from pension funds to other banks. Credit rating agencies, the supposed watchdogs of the financial world, gave many of these complex products their highest AA rating, calling them as safe as government bonds. This stamp of approval made them irresistible to investors looking for safe, steady returns. Lehman Brothers dove in head first, becoming a huge player in this market. But here's the fatal flaw. The entire system was built on a very shaky assumption that housing prices would never fall. When the housing bubble burst around 2007, it was a catastrophe. Homeowners started defaulting on their loans in record numbers. Suddenly, those safe AAA-rated investment products, those mortgage fruit salads, were filled with rotten fruit. Their value plummeted. Lehman Brothers was massively exposed. They held tens of billions of dollars worth of these toxic assets on their books. To make matters worse, they had borrowed heavily to fund their investments, a practice called leverage. For every dollar of their own money, they had borrowed about 30. This supercharged their profits on the way up, but it magnified their losses catastrophically on the way down. As the crisis deepened, panic spread. Other banks, realizing how much toxic debt Lehman held, stopped lending to them. The company was bleeding cash, and its stock price nosedived. Desperate attempts to find a buyer like Bank of America or Barclays failed. The U.S. government, which had bailed out other institutions like Bear Stearns, made a controversial decision. They decided to let Lehman fail, hoping to avoid rewarding risky behavior. On September 15, 2008, Lehman Brothers filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, the largest in U.S. history. They declared over $600 billion in assets, a number that sounds big, but was dwarfed by their liabilities. The fallout was immediate and global. Financial markets went into a freefall. The Dow Jones Industrial Average suffered its largest single-day point drop in history up to that point. Credit markets froze solid. The domino effect was terrifying, triggering a full-blown global financial crisis that led to massive job losses and a deep recession. The Lehman Brothers collapse wasn't just a business failure, it was a wake-up call. It exposed deep flaws in the financial system, from reckless lending and excessive risk-taking to a lack of proper regulation. It's a powerful reminder of how interconnected our global economy is and how quickly things can unravel. Thanks for watching and digging into this piece of financial history with me. If you found this interesting, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. See you next time.